I'm constantly hunting 90s, 2000s, JDM Legends, and one found me. It's a 95 all original, one owner, sold right here in Oklahoma. Satin pearl white, twin turbo 3000 GT VR4. So I'm gonna try to see what it sounds like, see if it's got compression. Oh, yummy. That was what's in it. Flying cars have been taken care of. I've never seen a hat that clean since maybe like 99. That's pretty wild. It makes me want to pull this off and put it in my 99.
Did you ever get rid of this car?
Don't say that, because I want to keep it. I just don't have room for it.
You will eventually.
Yeah, but I don't want to sit outside.
No, you don't want to.
Oh!
How's it that clean that that?
So clean on the outside, so nasty on the inside.
Talk it up.
Well, as expected, I mean.
Ooh, that's fucking gross.
I mean, golly, people, be smarter than this. That sucks. How's it tinkling? Don't leave your cars set with fuel in them. This will luckily clean up, as you can see. We're getting it cleaned up already. But it's bad stuff, guys. Don't leave these cars. So many of these cars I bought that look like this, and you know if this looks like this, what the fuel tank looks like. So we got it cleaned up. As you see, there's still some slight corrosion, but we cleaned it up. It's cleaned up great. Obviously, the top looks amazing. Put a new Works pump in it. Obviously, it's probably a little bit of overkill for what this car is going to be used for, but it's what I had laying around, so that's what she's getting. It's not new. Where's the hardware at? Right there. Even the bolts look brand new.
I don't remember it though.
I can't get over how that hose looks like something you buy from the parts store. So, no. For any of you guys that's never done a fuel pump one of these, when you're doing them, the biggest thing is just don't bend this line, this hard line. If you got one of these and you're just now working on it, 9 times out of 10 of these cars, they've been gone through so many hands, these get bent over time and it restricts the flow. And if you bend them enough, they will break, and then you're in bad shape. Go to that 8mm that we used to take it off with. Most time when you do these, they're rusted so bad, the bolts break, and everything else in between. Okay. You have to disconnect this fuel line. I think it's a 19mm off the front of the tank, because if not, you'll start spinning it, and all it does is put a bind in the hose, and you have to unhook it. Like, it's no questions asked.
I need a 19 or 14?
19, 14.
All right, let's see what she does. See if she runs for the first time in a decade. That was cool. Don't do that at home. I bet it's gonna take a while for those lifters to quiet down. And don't do that. I welded to it. Don't do that at home. Oh, it runs. Got good oil pressure. Headlights work. See if the digital climate control works. I don't know if you see the spoiler. So obviously when I picked this car up, it was a true time capsule. I mean, you can see the tires. I mean, they were flat. There's cobwebs. This is what's cool. So obviously this car was a 90s car. Tasmanian Devil was a big thing in the 90s. But underneath this, I mean, this freaking floor mat is just immaculate. The passenger is just as well. I mean, this car is just so well preserved. This is an OEM shift boot. And what's really cool is, I guess, you know, you have sensors, you have smell in here and taste and all that. But my smell when it comes to these cars, this car takes me back to my very first one. Like, it just smells the same, and it just brings back so many vivid memories of that car. And man, this car is cool, but we haven't driven this car yet. So how about you say we go drive it?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy with it because obviously the oil is God knows how old. I mean, the oil change sticker is March of 16. At 152,000, it's got 150. So I know the oil is old, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. But pretty crazy, man. Digital climate control all works on this car. I mean, you gotta think, this came out in like 91, I believe, with these cars, and it ran until 96, and then in 97 they changed it. But it's just so cool. I mean, you can change it, you can do the economy, you can do, it's just crazy. You can change, where's it at? Which way the arrows feet, defrost, pace. It was just so ahead of its time. It even has a automated climate control sensor in it. So I don't know, this car is just super duper cool. And then you can hear those lifters tick, 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 tick. Or dry from setting so long. Yeah, I just want to drive it down the road, see what it feels like, feel how the suspension and the bushings, and it's just cool to bring this car back to life after setting for almost a decade.
So you don't plan on keeping this one?
Man, I want to keep this one. Like, finding a car in this condition is not very common. But I don't have any space. And already having a 95, a 99, and a 96 Stealth, plus, you know, all the other ones I got laying around, I just don't really have any space for it. If I had just unlimited space, if I had 70 bay shop, yeah, I would clean this car up, just park it in a corner and drive it just very once in a while. So freaking cool. I don't know how old the timing belt is. I don't know any of that stuff. But good news is it's stored inside, you know.
Yeah, it shows E.
Takes power?
Yeah, it does.
Comes on quick. I forget how quick these stock cars spool. Yeah, I put like 2 gallons of gas in this thing, if that. And this transmission shifts freaking butter. And these tires are just 12, 13-year-old date code separated. So yeah, definitely not going to go far. But as these cars are getting older, things are starting to age out. Like the clusters quit working. This one works as it should. I got to get up to 50 miles an hour to see if watch the arrow, see if it picks it.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Super cool.
That means the front one come down too.
Like front lip?
Yeah, it's got an active arrow front lip.
No way.
This one, obviously, as time they get kind of battered up and stuff, it's all there. I was just making sure before we left it was all secure. But yeah, these have an active arrow front spoiler that comes down. Now when you come to a slow, see, yeah, I was gonna say it should automatically adjust and come back down, and I did. Yeah, all-wheel steering, active arrow spoiler. Like, these cars were just super cool, man. There ain't no other car from the 90s that offered things like this, except for maybe some higher end Porsches. I need to get some better oil in this thing. Temperature gauge working great. Oil pressure's phenomenal. Mix boost. Yeah, it's there. The car feels just tight. Like, if you didn't see this car having 150,000 miles on it, this car presents itself as a 40, 50,000 mile car.
Oh yeah, that's
Like, never used. Like, this guy just took immaculate care of this thing. Sunroof works. You know, a lot of these, this was kind of a rare option. Most of these cars came with the glass removable roof, not the sunroof. So that's kind of cool. Defrost mirrors, like, I'm telling you, these cars were way ahead of their time. Cool to get this thing up to operating temperature. And there's Jason. He's coming out to work on the 97 VR4 today. As you can see, I have a few of these things. Here's a green car that makes 400. That black one's a customer's car. Hey, Lincoln. What are you doing? You riding your bicycle? You riding your bike? You know your shirt's inside out?
You too!
Mine is not. Yeah, if you go up front, look at the lip to see if it works.
okay.
Is the active aero lip down? Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's smoking?
Exhaust smoke or?
Yeah.
Probably from just setting for freaking 10 years. Oh yes, it's oil. First time it's got a heat cycle on it in a decade.
Yeah, but all those valve seals are
Smell it. And the oil is just, dude, it just smells like 10-year-old oil. Yeah, that's kind of the next thing. We're gonna get the thing cleaned up, do an oil change, service it, and do a timing belt, water pump, get all that, get it completely back to restored to factory condition. Even in the freaking hood apron is just in good shape. It's got all the original VIN tags in it. Like, this car is cool. We'll get it completely cleaned up, and then if this is something you may be interested in, I'm gonna sell this car as well as that 97. The 97 we're working on today, as well as the Sorento Red Pearl 94 we picked up. So that's what we do. We rehab these things, we bring them back to life. So if you got one that may need rehab, let me know. Maybe interested in buying it. Not really taking on a lot of customers' cars because I can't keep up with mine right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hit subscribe. Next video you see, this thing will be all cleaned up and running and driving as it should. Not that it didn't today because it drove real. This thing makes boost like that.
really
Crazy. So thank you guys for following along. I mean, look how good the valve cover is.